Hello everyone and welcome to the next lecture in the series of lectures on project management. The topic for today is network techniques. Your faculty today is Dr. Suchitra Shrivastava, professor in the Department of Management in the SAGE group of institutions. So let us begin by understanding what is network analysis. Network analysis is a technique used for planning and scheduling of large projects in the field of construction, maintenance, fabrication, purchasing, computer system installations, R&D, etc. Now let us begin by understanding what is network analysis. So network analysis is a technique of operations research. Operations research, as we all know, is a subset of mathematics. Now, in network techniques, we build a model or we build a network, and this network helps us in planning and controlling of large and complex projects. So basically, it helps in planning, scheduling, and controlling of large and complex projects. Now, how do we say that a project is complex? A project is said that it is going to be large and complex if it has a number of activities which have to be monitored and controlled so as to ensure the effective completion of the project. That is, the timely completion of the project and the budgetary constraints being followed. Two commonly used network analysis techniques are CPM and PERT. Now, CPM stands for Critical Path Method and PERT stands for Program Evaluation and Review Technique. Let us now understand what is the Critical Path Method. The critical path method is a step-by-step project management technique for process planning that defines the critical and non-critical tasks with the goal of preventing project schedule problems and process bottlenecks. Now, CPM is ideally suited to projects consisting of numerous activities that are routine in nature. Now, the critical path method was developed by DuPont Company along with Remington Rand Corporation. Now, at that time it was used to monitor their numerous projects. Now, in the present time, its use has been extended to cost and resource allocation. That is, with the help of this method, we can also monitor the costs that are being incurred by various activities, and we can also monitor the appropriate resource allocation to all the activities of the project. The second commonly used technique is known as PERT, which stands for Program Evaluation and Review Technique. Now, this was developed during the 1956 to 57 by a research team. It helped in planning and scheduling of the US Navy's project, which involved thousands of activities. Now, this technique proved to be useful for all projects which have an element of uncertainty in the estimation of time durations. So, as we have just spoken about uncertainties in time durations, the PERT model works on four estimates of time. Now, the first is known as the optimistic time. Now, this is the minimum possible time required to accomplish an activity. The second is known as the pessimistic time. It is the maximum possible time required to accomplish an activity, and it's denoted by small letter p. The third is the most likely time. Now, this is the best estimate of time required to accomplish an activity. It is denoted by small m. Now, the most likely time lies between the optimistic time and the pessimistic time. Please note, the optimistic time is the least time, the pessimistic time is the maximum time, and the most likely time lies in between these two extremes of time. Now, with the three estimates of time, that is the optimistic time, the pessimistic time, and the most likely time, we compute the expected time of an activity. Now, this estimate of time is used to construct the network. Now, expected time is basically the best estimate of time required to accomplish an activity. Now, this expected time is computed as follows. The TE, or the expected time, is given by O plus 4 times M plus P divided by 6, where O here stands for the optimistic time, M stands for the most likely time, and P stands for the pessimistic time. Now, the standard deviation of time duration for each activity is computed as follows. The standard deviation is given by P minus O divided by 6. Squaring the standard deviation, we can get the variance of each activity of the project. Hence, when we get the standard deviations of each activity of a project, we can compute the variance of each activity of the project by squaring the standard deviations. When we sum up the variances of all the activities of a project, we get the sum of variances of the entire project. Now, by taking the square root of the sum of the variances, we can get the standard deviation of the entire project. So let us summarize what we have learnt in this lecture. We have learnt what is a network technique. We have learnt what are the two commonly used network techniques. And we have also learnt that in the CPM model, we have one estimate of time, and in the PERT model, we work with three estimates of time. We will be learning more about these two models in our subsequent lectures. Thank you, learners, for your attention and time.